Tegan, if I may, we're also seeing Route 5 at the bridge near Calendar Brook Road in Linden closed right now due to high water. Well, you just saw that animation there talking about 365 days ago. Damaged homes, muddy roads, and the sound of sump pumps dominated the streets of Barre. Some people went through their third or fourth flood in just 2 decades. Today, parts of the Granite City are rebuilt. Some businesses are back open. But the impact of the flood can still be seen in vacant buildings and homes still going through the buyout process. ABC 22's Matt Holderman spoke with several business owners who spent today reminiscing. Many called it one of the darkest days of their lives. Matt?
Yeah, Lauren, that's exactly right. And with those thunderstorms rolling through Vermont today, anxiety is the word that came to mind for everyone I spoke with when I asked them just what they're feeling. That's because these images behind me here from 2 years ago are burned into their brains, a flood worse than any of them had seen before. But luckily, in the short time since the disaster happened, some local businesses have surged back better than ever.
When we heard the weather forecast, we all had a little bit of a shock factor, like, oh no, here we go again.
At the corner of Main Street and Depot Square in Barre sits Kitty Corner Cafe, a popular stop for cat lovers. When heavy rain hit the Granite City 2 years ago, the cafe was one of many businesses destroyed by floods, turning the Dexter family's Monday night into a rescue mission to get all 57 cats out of the building and into a safe place, and then finding a way to remove all of that water.
Getting rid of the water was quite the challenge because, as you know, there was so much filth, a lot of silt and a lot of things in there that you don't even want to talk about.
2 years and hundreds of hours of shoveling and draining later, Dexter says the cafe is now the best it's ever been and even has flood mitigation components in place for the future. It's all thanks to community members and fellow cat lovers lending a hand.
I'm sure everybody who's been through this can agree with me. The sense of community is huge. The amount of strangers that came out of the woodwork to help us and our kitties. Without them, we wouldn't be back here. It was like $140,000 in damage.
Just a couple buildings down Main Street is one of the businesses that helped Kitty Corner rebuild, Nelson's Ace Hardware. It too had multiple feet of water in the building 2 years ago, but never closed at any point. Managers say they left their doors open to let people walk in with boots and grab whatever they needed.
We stayed open. We had our back doors open and we were running through the store with flashlights to help with people so they could get what they needed to get out of the situation that they were in.
Helping people was a good part. That was good for us. That kind of kept us going every day. If all we had to do was come in and clean out what was downstairs, it probably would have been a lot harder.
But as strong as they've been the past 2 years, they're no different than everyone else in saying that when they see a rainy forecast on the way, it makes them feel on edge all over again.
Just knowing it was going to rain today, I didn't really sleep last night.
So although it seems that Barre has been spared so far this time around, we're not sure again about other parts of the state who were hit harder by rain on today's flood anniversary 3 years in a row now. It almost feels like a sick joke at this point. So thoughts going out to everyone who's dealing with that tonight. I will have more stories from Barre later tonight, including an interview with the city manager. But for now, reporting live in the studio, Matt Holderman, ABC 22 News.